National well-being has many facets, but national security is without question its basic foundation. All countries are tested in this regard, but we perhaps have had more than our fair share. These have ranged from insurgencies and wars to cross-border terrorism, especially terrorism. Our long-suffering approach had, however, created the danger of normalising terrorism. That is why Uri and Balakot sent a much-needed message. On the northern borders, China is today seeking to change the status quo by bringing large forces in violation of our agreements. Despite the COVID, remember this happened in May of 2020, despite the COVID, our counter response was strong and firm. These troops deployed in the thousands safeguard our frontiers in the most extreme terrain and the harshest weather. And it continues to this day. So India matters because the world sees that this is a nation that will not be coerced. It will not be coerced by anybody, and that it will do what it takes to ensure its national security. In India's case, geography has added to the case made by history of its relevance. The Indian peninsula has a visible centrality to the ocean that is named after it. There is a continental dimension as well. Without its active participation, no Trans-Asia connectivity initiative can really take off. The Indian Ocean is poised to assume today even greater geopolitical significance. How well India leverages its location is a considerable part of its relevance to the world. The more it influences, the more it participates, the more its global stock will rise. And if India's prosperity and progress serve as a larger lifting tide for the entire subcontinent, then this would be even more consequential. History may be a mixed blessing for most states, but making the most of it is nevertheless still a policy compulsion. In India's case, its 1947 partition not only reduced its stature, but also cut us off from proximate regions where we long enjoyed respect and influence. The graduation in recent years from look east into act east policy highlights the seriousness of connectivity and security interests in Southeast Asia. But it is also a very important step towards defining what is an extended neighborhood of India. In the last 8 years, a parallel effort has also been made with the Gulf to rebuild other long-standing associations that have been disrupted. After decades of limiting these ties to energy and emigration, India is working at creating a full spectrum relationship. Stronger economic linkages are being buttressed by closer security coordination. A third initiative is aimed at Central Asia. Here, we have to overcome the impediment of connectivity. I think you all know what I mean. And because that is really the obstacle to leveraging what is such a visible cultural affinity for us. With regard to the sea space to our south, the 2015 Sagar Doctrine, which was announced by Prime Minister Modi, initiated a reach out to these islands whose future is so closely intertwined with India. Returning to history and recognizing our extended neighborhoods is another reason why India matters.